Mastershot is a popular functionality. It produces a sort of automatic moves, useful not only for vacation movies to show to friends, but also to quickly create a series of exciting clips of an unknown location, for scouting purposes or for real estate footage. Let's see how it works in the Air 3. After selecting Mastershots in the photo video menu above the shutter, we can choose the exposure and the resolution modes. I always use manual exposure, although for Mastershots the aircraft will perform a series of moves in different directions, with different vertical orientation of the camera, and noticeable shift of luminosity within the scene, so using auto expose can simplify the process. In previous models, auto exposure would create noticeable delayed adjustment of brightness in the clip in case of abrupt changes of luminosity. But in the Air 3 the processing of auto exposure has been greatly improved, to the point that it can now be used with pleasant results for Mastershots. It is preferable to avoid shooting Mastershots in the middle of a sunny day. Much better results are obtained by shooting near sunset or sunrise or with the sun covered by clouds. We can then choose the resolution of the footage. The two most suitable choices are 4K in traditional landscape orientation or 2.7K in vertical format, which is not obtained by rotating the camera as it is the case for the Mini 3 Pro, but rather by cropping it. In both cases, the frame rate available are 30 or 60 frames per second. Then we need to select a target by drawing a rectangle around by swiping a finger on the screen. If a person is on the screen, a plus sign will appear on it, and it can be selected as a target by simply tapping on the sign. As soon as the target has been chosen, the obstacle avoidance system turns automatically on, even if it is set to off. Since the Air 3 has omnidirectional sensors, the process of shooting a Mastershot is safe in most cases. But the aircraft will move in all directions and at different elevations, so I suggest starting in an area free of obstacles, until you get used to all the different moves. A small window with the estimated flight time for the Mastershot appears on the screen. By tapping on the downward arrow to the right, the window opens to set three values for width, length and height of the movement, with a choice of small, medium and large. During the process the aircraft will modify the altitude, so a message might appear on screen warning that the maximum altitude will be reached. In this case it is possible to lower the altitude at the starting point, if the surrounding obstacles allows it, but in general it is better to choose the setting small for the height. We can now hit the green shutter to start the Mastershot. The aircraft will rotate in both directions to compute its position for a few seconds, and then we'll start recording the footage. The shutter turns red, with a percentage of the process shown below. At any time it is possible to hit the red shutter to stop the Mastershot in case of danger. The map on the bottom left of the screen shows in green the itinerary of the Mastershot, with the position of the drone on it. Several moves are performed according to three different modes: landscape, proximity or portrait. These modes are automatically chosen according to the distance or the nature of the target. For targets beyond a certain distance, landscape is chosen. When the target is closer, proximity will be used. If the subject is a person, it will be portrait. In landscape mode, the moves start with a drone, with aircraft flying backward and rising in altitude, while keeping the target in the same position on the frame. Then a circle to the left from far away, with no digital zoom applied. A pitch-up fly forward, starting with the camera pointing down, with the aircraft advancing toward the target, while the camera is progressively tilting up. Then a roll and fly forward, with the gimbal in FPV mode and the camera tilting sideways while turning like on a real plane. Then a close-up circle using digital zoom. Followed by a zoom out with the drone hovering. A medium circle with a digital zoom of 1.5 times. A rocket with the drone advancing toward the target while rising in altitude. Then the drone turns 180 degrees and the camera points in the direction opposite to the target while advancing and descending. Finally, a panning to the right to return to the position facing the target. Here, a short sample of the 2 minutes footage produced by the Mastershot. The target is maintained in the correct position for every move. The quality of the footage is good, in true 4K resolution, but in the parts including deep digital zoom, there is an evident loss of resolution when encoding in 4K. This is not an issue when posting on social media at lower resolutions, while users who need 4K footage can select only specific clips from the whole video. In proximity mode, the first part of the Mastershot is the same, but toward the end there are some very interesting moves with the drone over the target and the camera pointing down while descending and rotating. In portrait mode, the moves are practically the same as in proximity. But the star of the show with the Air 3 is the dual lens system, and the 70mm moderate telephoto lens is compatible with this functionality, so let's try it. As usual, the telephoto lens gives a different perspective, with some very interesting parallax effect between elements in the foreground and in the background. This is the way I use Mastershot, to extract some interesting short clips from the 2 or 3 minutes of footage generated. But it is also possible to use some templates to have some automated 20 to 30 second short movies with music and graphics. At the moment, apparently, it is not possible to access the templates from the Earthsea controller with a built-in screen. But it is possible to transfer the file from the drone to a smartphone or tablet and then use DJI app to choose the template. It is frankly a bit cumbersome, and I trust DJI to fix the issue very soon. This is the result I got using the templates with the Mini 3 Pro. Click on this link to watch my comparison of the Air 3 versus the Mini 3 Pro for video. And don't forget to hit the like button if you find this video interesting. Thank you.